Hi, welcome to this edition of Market Watch at the end of the market of 7th of September. Let's do a quick analysis and see the companies which are looking good for the next season, for the next session. Aarti, not much, a box. ACC, very good. Adani Enterprise and Adani Ports, both of them are looking good. And 1600 और 750 के ऊपर क्लोजिंग अगर आई तो इसमें बहुत अच्छी मूव आएगी. अंबुजा सीमेंट इज मेकिंग ऑल टाइम हाइज एंड वी आर स्टिल ट्रेड. Our target is definitely 450 going forward. And Apollo Hospital, this is getting a bearish move after a nice consolidation for 4-5 days. It can reverse quickly, maybe, and then we would be actually tracking our positions and see how it moves in Apollo Hospital. Ashok Leyland is 120 में ही ये डांस कर रही है. अगर 120 levels होल्ड करती है तो this will be good. The good thing about Asian Paints was able to go to 3400 levels after a nice consolidation, and then there was a sell-off. Let's see if it is able to maintain these levels. So this is also looking good. Astral again 2100 के ऊपर closing, that would be of interest to us. AU बैंक का टिपिकल bearish structure, अगर ये 1100 के नीचे अगर ये ब्रेक की, especially 1125 levels going forward, there can be another huge downfall in AU Bank. And together with that, Oro Pharma is, as we discussed yesterday, this structure you can have this is actually a bearish structure in the sense that if this 740 ये जो region है अगर ये breach करती है, so there can be more drastic downfall from here. And you can see this structure is very similar to the structure you see over here. जब तक AU Bank is not able to move above 1300 or at least 1200 के ऊपर closing नहीं देती, it won't be of interest to us in the short term. Axis is also a good structure. I don't like today's candle, but let's see if it is able to reverse, and still there is a chance of Axis Bank making new all-time high. With this we end A, and with B, Bajaj Finserv, Bajaj Finance, both of them have very good structures. Bandhan Bank is also trying to consolidate. Let's see if it is able to give us a direction, preferably by the sentiment of the market. We will see in which direction it goes. At least closing above 300 is important right now. बाटा इंडिया भी बहुत अच्छी कैंडल्स बना रही है, बहुत अच्छी कंसोलिडेट कर रही है. थियोरेटिकली दिस कैन बी अ गुड ट्रेड टू ट्रैक, जस्ट लाइक भारती एयरटेल was also was able to move forward. Going forward, it gave a good closing, and let's see how it goes forward. Berger Paint is also consolidating in a very tight range, and let's see if it is able to move forward. BEL, this is, as long as is able to hold the levels of 190 on a closing basis, it shouldn't be a problem, but still the structure is getting weaker. BHEL, this is a typical bearish structure, और अगर ये जल्दी से 57 के ऊपर closing नहीं देती है, and if it is if the next closing comes at below 55, it will again correct towards the levels of 50. Biocon, so this Biocon is also getting a very weak sort of movement. I really don't like it. BPCL is also after a good move. These two candles are not that of interest to us. Britannia, very good structure. Going forward, I will be tracking Britannia for the long positions, as long as 4000 levels are not breached on a closing level. With this, V and B. C में candle nothing. Canara Bank, typical breakdown sort of, but again it's stuck in a box between 160 and 150, so there's nothing much of a trading opportunity. Cholafin, good consolidation. I think going forward we should be having a track on Cholafin. Cipla is also making a smaller candle day by day, so let's see which direction the market moves. First 920 screen में आती है या first 970 आती है, इसके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा. And other than that, Coforge also, the size of the candle is not good. Colpal is dancing at 1700, and I think जब तक 1700 on closing basis is not violated, it's not a problem. Cummins India made an all-time high, and then you can see there was some profit booking, but at least it's making high, low, so this is a good thing. Coromandel also below 800 closing, it looks weak, and maybe going forward it will try to go towards the levels of 750. Concord ki bhi structure sahi hai, but again this is a PSU, so there's not much of interest to me at these levels. Dabur making all-time high, very good consolidation is happening also in Deepak Nitrite and also in Divi's Lab. Ye teen company definitely is bound to give us a good move in the very near future, और इनको हमको अपने radar पे रखना है. DLF very typical bearish structure. Going forward there can be more downfall, and theoretically this looks like this is a very bad structure in the sense शायद कल वो फिर 340 की तरफ जाने की कोशिश करेगा, but it will try to face resistance, and so this is something which we can take as a short trade. With this VND in E Scots, our very short-term target from yesterday was 1400, that was breached, 1404, and today it went towards 1414. So the closing is good. Let's see if it is able to move forward, or it can actually consolidate few times over here. That would be an awesome move because it's now very near to its all-time high. Similarly, Exide Industry is also a very good consolidation is happening, and maybe going forward it will be giving us a very good trading opportunity. In F and G, we have nothing much right now. This is Godrej Properties. अगर ये 1550 levels के नीचे closing देती है, it will become a weak. Godrej Consumer Product is looking really good, and maybe this is something which I will be interested to track in. Also, Gujarat Gas Limited had a good fall, and it seems like it is trying to reverse. Let's see if it's able to close above 700 in the very next sessions. So with this we start H. They have Havels at all-time high. Very good consolidation is happening. SCL Tech was able to make 1200, and from a technical perspective it looks good. Today there was a profit booking in many of these IT companies, and let's see if it is able to at least hold the levels of 1175 and maybe or 1170, and maybe it will again try to reverse, and any closing above 1200 will again we will enter the trade. कल हम जैसे HDFC बोले थे, you can see the move which came in HDFC. It was able to take out the 2800, and from there it went towards 2850. ये trade हमने कल discuss किया था, so this actually went good. HDFC Life is also consolidating, and there is not much happening. Hero Motor Corp also, it is trying to just hold those 2800 levels. HDFC AMC typical bearish structure, and maybe ये फिर attempt करेगी 3200 के levels पे जाने की, and we can see if it is able to give a closing above 3200 in the short term. HDFC Bank is also stuck in a box between 1500 and 1600. जब तक 1600 के ऊपर closing नहीं आती, it won't be of interest to us. Hindalco is also trying to consolidate over here in these regions. The good thing is जब तक 450 के नीचे closing नहीं आती, there's nothing much of a worry to us. Hindustan Unilever, very typical, very good bullish structure. You can see that since a lot of sessions it's just going, so we are just waiting for the market to give us direction. And with this we end H. We look into I, and from I we have Indigo Housing Finance. Nice consolidation के बाद एक अच्छी एक breakdown types आई है. Let's see if it is able to even break the levels of 220. Then there will be much more downside. It is already in the downtrend, and right now going forward there can be more weakness. ICICI Prudential Life, it gave all-time high closing today. Going forward I think there can be more good move provided the market sentiments are good. ICICI Bank, very good structure, and going forward अगर ये 725 levels को breach करती है, it is definitely going towards 750 for in the short term. Similarly IGL, but see IGL, there was a profit booking, but at least high low structure, so the trend is still intact, and there is not much of worry to us. Indian Hotel 150 140 में box में है, so basically there is nothing for us to worry about. Indigo also, you can see that it is actually आज का candle का size थोड़ा सा बड़ा है. Else this is okay. जब तक ये 1900 के ऊपर है, there is not much of a worry. but I would actually prefer to be in trade with these candle size rather than this candle size. Indus Tower अच्छी मूव दी after a nice consolidation. Let's see if it is able to hold the levels of 240. कल की opening बहुत important होगी for future up move. Infi is in a box 1700 1750. Let's see which direction this box breaks. IOC, nice consolidation. I didn't like last session's closing on this one, but at least today it again shows it's ready for some consolidation. जब तक 110 के नीचे closing नहीं आती, there's nothing to worry. And Irctc is 3300 was our target, and it went close near it, and so from a technical perspective, I think most of the targets have been met, and it has been met in a very quick succession. So with this V and I in J, let's see Jubilant Food, nice consolidation happening. जब तक 4000 के नीचे closing नहीं आती, there is nothing much to worry. With K, Kotak 1826, उसके ऊपर ही हम अपना trade लेंगे. Else it was stuck between 1700 and 1800 box. With L&T Finance Housing, very good structure. हमने कल भी डिस्कस किया था इसको. ये we are just waiting for a breakout over 85, and then we will be seeing something interesting. Similarly, LSE Housing Finance हमने कल डिस्कस किया था, as this was consolidating very nicely, and today you can see it gave a very good move from levels of 400 to 425, which is nearly a 5% move. And it closed at days high, so this is absolutely a very good trade which we took in. L&T also, it was in my first trade today, and again it's consolidating at 1700 levels, but very soon I'm sure that L&T will give us a direction of the trade. Together with that, LTI is also looking good. LTI is facing some profit booking at 5400 levels, but you can see at least companies like LTI and LTTS are very fantastic structures. और इसको अगर आप HCL Tech या बाद में हम TCS Infosys पे compare करेंगे, you will see that the profit booking which came in those companies, they were much more bigger candles compared to what we see in LTI, which showcases there is still strength, and going forward we can see new highs in LTI and LTTS for sure. Lupin was able to hold yesterday this level, and now it is inching towards 1000. 1000 is a big psychological barrier here, and so going forward we will be tracking the levels of 980. अगर उसके नीचे अगर ऐसे closing आती है, then we would be definitely be on the other side of the trade. So with this V and L, in M we have M&M, nothing. 750 में ये dance कर रही है. Going forward 750 के below closing will again take it towards the levels of 700, and that's it's a weak structure. M&M Finance, very good structure from consolidate कर रही है, छोटे छोटे candles है. This is good. Manappuram, it seems like it's a very bearish structure, and going forward अगर 160 के नीचे closing आती है, there would be more downfall because it's already in a downfall. It has been correcting since 200 plus levels, so this is something not good for the company. Metropolis, again sort of it's in a very tight box. Let's see if it is able to reach and breach the levels of 3000. McDowell, United Spirits, very good consolidation. This should be in our radar. Maruti is also inching and trying to give a closing above 7000. Marico, very good consolidation is happening, and we should be tracking this. MFSL, आज हमने हमारा trading strategy जो है, wherever we buy we always sell at 1100 levels, and then today also it went towards 1112 levels, I think. Yeah, exactly, 1112, but again on a closing basis it was below 1000, so still now it's stuck in a box, and let's see if it is able to at least give us a closing above 1100. Then from a technical perspective we should be seeing 1180 in short term. MGL, nice consolidation happening. We are just waiting for a closing above 1200, and we would be interested. Mindtree is also making new all-time highs every day, and so this is a nice consolidation which is happening. You can compare Mindtree with LTI and LTTS. All the three companies, they are right now showing us that they are ready for the next up move. Emphasis, higher high, higher low, though the closing today was below 3000, but going forward there can be more strength in the emphasis, and we would be tracking it for sure. And though the size of this today's candle is much bigger, but I think emphasis has been able to reverse quickly and give quick gains, as there is a lot of interest in Emphasis. So with this we end Muthoot Finance, also a really good company, and we are actually in the trade in the sense it was able to hold these levels of 1500, and going forward I think it will just try to consolidate for some few sessions, and then maybe we can see a good move. In N we have now India Nippon, and this is a very good trade. It's trying to hold this levels of 420, and going forward it will be making new up move, and I think this together with Nestle, together with Naveen Fluorine, together with Naukri, so these are all good structures. National Alum, yesterday it went towards 52-week high of 102. Today it was at least able to hold the levels of 96 on the downside, any closing below 94, and theoretically it will again correct towards the levels of 80 for sure in midterm. And there's nothing much in NMDC is in a box. Similarly NTPC is also in a box. With this we end M. In M and O we have ONGC 120 के ऊपर जब तक is able to hold is nothing to worry, and our still short to medium term target is the levels of 129, which is the 52-week high, as long as the closing is above the levels of 120. With Page Industry, very good consolidation going forward. I think in 2 or 3 sessions we can see some up move in Page Industry. PEL, yesterday we were discussing, today it seems like a breakdown, or agar ye quickly reverse nahi ki and give us a closing above 2700, there can be more weakness in PEL. And Petronet, a very good consolidation is happening today. It made a 52-week high 236, and as long as the 230 is not breached, especially 227, there's nothing to worry, and there can be more consolidation, just like also consolidation can continue in Pfizer. PI Industry also is trying to give a very good consolidation move together with Pidilite. Is definitely very near all-time high, and I am interested both in PI Industries and as well as in Pidilite. Power Grid, more weakness as we had discussed yesterday, and I think it's going towards the levels of 170. PVR is also in a box. With this we end P. With R, RBL Bank is also trying to give us a move. जब तक 170 के नीचे closing नहीं आती, there is nothing to worry. Even REC is trying to hold the levels of 150, and Reliance definitely very good consolidating structures, and I am going to see very soon the levels of 2500 in the screen in Reliance. With this we come to S, State Bank of India. This is a bearish structure. Very soon it has to move towards and give a closing above 433, else agar 425 agar breach ho jati hai, then definitely this is bearish and more downfall can come. SBI Life is also consolidating, and the chances are very high that it will make a new high, just like SRF. Very good structures together with Shree Cement. These are very good. Star gave a closing below 600 today, and going forward either it will dance between 625 and 575, so we would be waiting for the direction. Sun Pharma, it looks like there's a breakdown. Let's see if it is able to reverse tomorrow, else it's stuck between 800 and 750. 800 is a good target, and we actually booked out at 804 on this particular day levels, and then you can see that now it has now it's trading at 9766 levels. Sun TV is weak, stay away from it. In T we have Tata Chem stuck between 850 and 825. Let's see if it is able to hold these levels. These are various structures, and it has been correcting, and then you can see it was trying to move past 850. जब तक 850 के ऊपर closing नहीं आती, don't expect any fireworks. Tata Consumer also a very good, nice consolidation is happening, making new all-time highs, new higher highs, higher lows. And as long as 850 is not breached on a closing level, there is nothing, absolutely nothing to worry about. Tata Motors is also inching towards 300. I think this is going to be a tough resistance for Tata Motors to breach in the first place, but if it is able to close above 300, there can be more strength in Tata Motors. And from a technical perspective, we can see the levels of 330 in a short to medium term. Tata Power, हमने कल डिस्कस किया था. This was good. Yesterday's candle was bad, and today you can see what happened. It went towards 129 levels, and it gave a closing below 129. If it's able to hold this level, then it's good. If it starts trading at 128 and no immediate buying comes, again it will automatically correct towards the levels of 125. Tata Steel is also in a box between 1400 and 1450, so there's not much we can do. Similarly, you have TCS making high highs, high lows, and so still the structure uptrend is intact. Going forward, we can see new highs. Similarly, Tech Mahindra is in a box. Let's see if it is able to take out the box. At least then it would be interesting. Titan, very interesting structure, and I think it is going for a new all-time high of 2200 levels in the short term. Torrent Pharma, yesterday we discussed how the structure is bearish, and today you can see it dipped towards 3065. I think right now then it is going to get stuck within this box of 3000 and 3200. Let's see if it is able to give a closing above 3200 for the new fresh up move. Trend, I am in the trade as I mentioned a few sessions ago. Let's see which direction it comes in, and I with each and every passing day and it making these small things, small candles, this seems like a very good structure. I am expecting 1100 in a short term. And Torrent Power is also stuck in a box between 450 and 500. With this VNT, and the last sessions we had is UBL. The structure is still valid. It's making high highs, high lows. As long as ये 1550 के नीचे नहीं आती है, there is absolutely nothing to worry, and it will with a closing above 1600 it will fly higher. Ultrachem, we were in the trade since long, and actually I posted a video about this one. Today it gave a very good closing above 8000, and I think going forward we can see more up move in Ultrachem. And with UPL there's nothing much. 750 levels अगर breach हुई, and especially if the levels of 745 is breached, there can be more downside. EDL का भी अगर 300 levels के नीचे अगर strong closing एक आती है, it can correct and there will be more weakness. Voltas 1200 हमारा target था, which was met today, and going forward we will see how it consolidates in this region, or if it is able to not maintain the level of 1120, so then we can have further weakness in Voltas. Wipro, I don't like the size of this candle, so our short-term target was near about 680, and it was actually met day before yesterday. Today also it went towards the levels of 690. I didn't like this candle, and going forward agar ye 660 types agar aa jati hai, so this won't be good for the company. And also Zeal, just like Sun TV, try to avoid it. There are a lot of other stocks. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope this video is going to give you some idea about the trading stocks I have. There's a lot of them, and hope these will help you in finding your next trade. Bye bye.